I'm
and
telling
like,
you.
it just brings me back, but also like reminds me of how many artists that we know of today,
Yeah.
or even in the past like 20 years or so, have been inspired by just what, like, his energy, his approach to hip hop, um, his cadence, to the ad libs aspect,
Yep.
the aggression. Like, off the top of my head, I like Waka Flocka. That's one that you can't tell me it was not a result of saying, "Yo, I love DMX."
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yo, X came with that energy though, bro. No matter what, like even that song, that's not a song that's like happy, bro. This man's talking about the struggles that happen in the hood, and you can't help but like feel the energy, taking what he's
Mm-hmm.
saying. You just rock with it. Like, bro, next level, man.
Yo, that guy is a like one of the greatest that ever did it. Very legendary.
Yeah.
I think his impact is finally, unfortunately, being seen, like,
Yeah.
as it always is after somebody's passed. But I mean, I don't think it's not one of those where we haven't appreciated him. I think we've all like loved DMX throughout the years. We've always wanted to see him win, whether it's him getting out of rehab, getting out of jail, talking about his album that's about to drop, all of this shit. We all want him to win. And so it was very sad to see him go, but I also feel like he's finally free.
Exactly. No more demons, man. None of the stuff he's dealing with, that pain, all that stuff he's going through, man. The man's free now. And I like you said, though, I feel like he got his flowers, man. Like, I think he's like one of the...
He knew we loved him.
Yeah. And like, that's what we need to do more of. You know what I mean? Like, these artists that have been in the game, you just got to give them their flowers while they're here, man.
Yeah. I think also DMX is just different in the sense that, like, I saw like it was a bunch of screen grabs of different tweets of very random things that DMX has done, and the randomest places that people saw him were like he's kicking it on the side of the road in New York talking with some fans, and then another fan sees him and starts bumping his music loud, and DMX turns, instead of like, being like, "Oh, I'm fucking DMX, like, you don't have to do this," or like, just like a little peace sign. This guy just got hyped with it, and he was like, visibly happy that somebody's playing his music and showing love. There's another one where he was sweeping, or he was mopping at the Waffle House randomly in like a very random place. He was filming Exit Wounds up here in Toronto, and he was in a Sum 41 music video.
That's crazy.
Like ATV or something. Like, this guy just lived.
He did. I heard like story. Yeah, there's so many stories that have been coming out, and like how they were at he and I think Swiss Beats and a few other were at some joint up in upstate New York, like not some fancy dinner place or whatever, fancy restaurant, but X basically paid for every single person's meal in that spot. Like the people that rolled with them, people that they didn't even know. Yeah. So, he was just a generous human being like that, man. And man, just gotta rest in peace to X, man.
Yeah. And he I was telling you this before. We were just saying like, I feel like he was an anointed one. Like, his words held so much weight. There's a lot of wisdom there throughout any stage of his life, whether he was, seriously going through his addiction or going through it with like, legally, financially, or whatever. Like, he had a lot of like wisdom, a lot of spirituality that came with it, where it just didn't feel like it felt like there was something a little bit more divine about him than your average person.
Definitely. If you haven't, and even like someone listening to this, if they haven't watched the Rough Riders Chronicles, on, I think BET ran that, but watch that. It's an amazing story. Talks about the whole rise and fall of Rough Riders, Def Jam, but like, he is a crucial part of that. He was like the biggest star at one point. You know what I mean?
He was
like,
Def Jam. He held Def Jam together.
Yeah. And like after, everything that happened with Biggie and Pac, there was DMX, there was a Rough Rider sound. And it was DMX who was running things in the game. You know what I mean? So this guy had a solid period of time where he was a top dog, and for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, rest in peace, DMX.
Yeah.
We've been bumping him crazy. I know we've been off a week, but guarantee you that Patrick was just saying you've been listening to DMX every single day.
Oh,
like those songs that I just played, like that's in my rotation right now again.
Trust.
And I'm happy to see that, his streams have gone up 900 some odd %, and Jay-Z and Beyonce spent 10 mil on his masters, and his kids are going to eat off of that for forever.
That's wicked.
So I'm just really happy to see that. So I just want to play this clip because like I don't want people to feel too sad about this.
Definitely.
Again, I feel like it's a celebration of his life. I think the world has done a great job of doing that. It's sad that he's gone so soon, but he's dealt with so much and he's lived like more than a lot of people have.
Facts.
So let's hear from his words himself, where I don't think he would have felt bad for himself at this point if he was here with us.
If I was to drop it right now, my last thought would be, I've had a good life. God damn.
Hey, so rest in peace.
Said.
Yeah, exactly. Rest in peace, DMX.
Yeah.
I encourage everybody to go and if you're not familiar with DMX or as familiar as you feel you should be with DMX, aside from his smash hits or whatever, go stream that shit. Run the plays up for his kids, you know.
Trust. Yeah. Watch the verses too, man. He had a sick verses with Snoop Dogg.
I might have to go back to it.
Yeah.
I might have to go back to that. So rest in peace, DMX, and let's start this pod, man. R&P.
Let's go. Is today the day? Is today the day?
You think this is a game?
Woo!
You think it's a fucking game?
These niggas know. Hey.
Get inspired, fam.
Hey. What? Hey. Let's go. Turn my headphones up. Hey.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the man that made that beat, Hems. He just got a placement with Ron Suno. I don't know if you're in the drill scene like that, Patrick, but Ron Suno is it's a big deal over in Brooklyn.
Okay.
So our homie from Italy just got a pretty good placement. So shout out to that guy.
Hey. Big up.
Yeah, man. But I was surprised that you didn't drop a couple 1-2.
Yo, honestly, I was actually like this time. I'm not even fronting. I was almost there. Almost pulled the trigger.
Don't waste my time, Patrick.
Mandem. It's not with a hype thing. A war.
Yeah,
The world general speaking.
Man. Also, big up to that man. I gotta say, bro. Just watching.
Oh, for sure.
Come on, bro. Belly been watching like everything that show him.
Belly with X.
Oh my gosh, yeah, man. But what's good? We back. We here.
Yeah, man, and of course me.
Shop like Shaq. You waste you.
So yeah, bro, how have you been? It's been a couple of weeks.
It has been. You know, I had to take a little time out, a little pause on life. But I'm back. I'm good. You know, just need a little time out every now and then. Reset your mind, reset your spirit, and but I'm good, man. I feel good. Had a good week. I gotta be thankful, man. You know what I mean? There's a lot happening, but at the end of the day, I got my health. I got the health of my fam and everything like that. So I'm just giving thanks, man. I feel good though. Had a positive week and just trying to spread that energy around. You know what I mean?
Big up yourself.
You know what I mean, bro? So most definitely, man. But definitely, I encourage people, if you need, we say it all the time, but you know, you got to really take a look at like what you're going through. And, you know, if you need to step away from certain things you got going on in life, it's okay to just press pause, regroup, come back, energized, and get it.
And again, like I applaud you, and I've told you this before in our meetings where I'm like, bro, I'm just gonna always just go because I will hate that I'm here and doing it, and I'll be going through the worst of the worst. I might be just so burnt out, but because I have a calendar invite in my calendar, I'll show up because that's just who I am as a person in my professional life. So I applaud you for being like, yo, I'm not really feeling right now. Like I think my energy is not going to really be beneficial to you or the podcast or anything like that. So let's take a week off. And that also, when you say something like that to me, it also makes me feel like I was just like, okay, perfect. You know what I mean? At that point, it's like, I guess there's a level of burnout with me too. Cause I know there was was a couple weeks ago where I was like, there wasn't much. We had a lot of guests coming in, and it was like finally a break. And to me, after the fact, I think it might have been like a Thursday or actually the Friday, I was just like, you know, we're here, so maybe we should take a break. But like, it was too late in my brain, so I was like, you know, I'm not gonna say nothing. So we needed one, and I'm glad that we.
Blood clot desert eagle.
Yo, you can't tell me.
Original Jamaican dandada.
You can't tell me that Teddy Bruckshot is not a member of this podcast.
Honestly,
his timing is so perfect.
Every episode, bro. Every episode from the beginning. But no, honestly, we needed that, and we're back. Like we said, you know, and feel good, man. We got a lot to talk about.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah. How you been though?
It's been an interesting 2 weeks. So ups and ups, and then downs. Like, true, bro. True. So I guess, I work at MLSC now, and I know everybody jokes that I be switching up. I'll clap. I'll applaud. I hate that I have the soundboard in these moments. I know. Applaud myself. So applauso for me.
Humble brag.
But I started working at MLSC 2 weeks ago, and I know if people are hearing this, it's funny because I've barely been working indirectly with Patrick for IKEA
like 2 weeks. It was
4 months. It was 4 months, and for me and you, it was funny because like it felt so short because it was like the last month. Yeah, we were like, oh, you know the same people? Oh, we indirectly actually know the same things that are going on. Okay, cool. We didn't even have that moment until the end, but opportunity came, took it, and I'm here 2 weeks later. It's been good so far. It's crazy when you get to work a job in and around something that you've already committed to consuming often.
Right.
You know, my feed is already Gary Trent Jr. buzzer beaters. So.
I was gonna say, you are the Raptors. Like, if anyone's Mr. Basketball, it's you. So,
bro, I had the interview, and I'm like looking at like the 12-year-old version of me in a Raptors hockey jersey. I'll show you, like, literally within reach. And if you watch on YouTube, this is or if you don't, this is you.
It's a good time to watch. Yeah,
but like, look at me. This is me.
Okay.
So you got the Raptors
young Shaquille
hockey jersey. You got the zip up, and you got the
and the hat.
I wish I had the hat today, to be honest.
Yo, I'm telling you,
behind the Vince Carter posters, like, bro, I was a super fan.
There's just too much swag in that photo. It's crazy.
I wish I had any of that right now. Right? So like, I've been the Raptor guy forever, and for me to like work like for the company that owns the Raptors and working on campaigns to do with the Raptors stuff. Yeah. I mean, sadly, the fact that the Raptors are likely not to make the playoffs, not as much as I'd like to this year.
Yeah.
But to be working, you know, with the company that owns the Leafs, and like even over there is kind of cool. And working with the TFC. That's cool too. And I get a lot of opportunity, we get a lot of creative freedom with the TFC, which is cool. So like, I'm just really happy and excited, and it's like very challenging, very fast pace.
Yeah.
I'm losing my shit, but I am also still here. So it's been great so far.
Good. Nah, man, happy for you, bro.
Yeah, thank you. It was hard to split up the team that never formed, but
I know. You know. One day, who knows?
Also,
yeah.
So like I said, ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
So the downs was, I was just like, I don't know. This past week, I've been like just so concerned about Coco, my girl, coming to Toronto because like
the 6.
Yeah, because she was supposed to fly in this week, and like because like we had the travel exemption, all that stuff.
Right.
But like the travel exemption number, like there's issues with the passport. Anyways, there was some kind of issue that could have prevented her from getting here, and like I was just like, honestly, it was like before, like the past few days have just been fucking horrible. Like I've just been like anxious as fuck, barely been able to sleep. I like talking to her doesn't make her feel better because I don't have answers.
Right, you don't have answers, yeah.
Exactly. But long story short, Coco is in a COVID hotel in Toronto right now.
Hey,
yeah, I'm gonna see Coco soon, so I have no problem. Where's my fucking? Where's all the
everything? All the drops, bro.
I'm gonna do
everything.
You fucking right.
And so, if I'm not mistaken, this is her first time here, right?
This is her first time in Canada.
Wow.
First time in Canada, let alone being in Toronto, let alone first time being in Toronto, Canada with me. So I'm just hoping that she gets to the COVID hotel and in the next little bit, she got there yesterday morning.
Okay.
So hopefully it's going to be less than the 3 days. That's ideal for me. So pick her up on the weekend and then I can spend my time in isolation because there's no risk to me if she's had 2 COVID tests so far. And then they gave her a take home COVID test. So I'm going to have to take the swab and go in her nose. And she's going to call Purolator, and Purolator is going to have to come and pick it up.
Sorry, what? This is a thing that we have now?
Yes. Bro, next week when she's here, I'm going to have her do a whole, we're going to have her walk us through.
On the pod.
That's not what I was thinking.
Oh, damn.
I am not trying to test her on the pod. I don't even think that's riveting content. Ooh, swab 1, swab 2. Look, her eyes are watering.
For YouTube.
What about here it is.
Okay.
ASMR COVID testing. We just put it right close to the mic and
just right to the mic and swap.
And then sniffle. Tears cry.
Yeah. Oh man, for all you ASMR, I can't even say the acronym right.
ASMR.
There we go. For all you fans, this is for you.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
so
that's crazy.
So she's here, and in the COVID hotel, she had to sit in the holding cell for a few hours.
Yo, it's so crazy that it's like jail, bro.
No, it's not a joke. How
you can't leave, you can't do anything.
It's guarded, can't leave, can't even order Uber Eats, nothing. She was in the holding area, which is downstairs in a conference room or something like that, with a few other inmates, and then she finally got sent to her cell, and she's not allowed to leave the room at all. They send her food, and that's it. And but here's the silver lining.
Okay,
she gets yard time. I didn't call it yard time because I'm trying to be witty.
No, that's what it is.
They called it yard time.
Yo,
she gets 2 15s.
Wow. Paid or unpaid?
Unpaid. So she has to dial 0 and say, hey, I want some yard time.
Wow.
And then somebody comes, knocks on the door, escorts her, supervises her, and says, 15's up. Time to go back to your room. And that's what it is.
Wow.
So I told her, look, listen, this is what you're going to have to do. When you're on yard time, find the biggest motherfucker and knock him out. I gotta let them know.
All right, Franklin.
Who we are. Oh, you saw the scene with Leon?
I just saw it yesterday. I just saw it last night.
That's okay, Leon. When Leon was snapping, I was like, yes.
Knock that nigga out. Oh, man.
Yes. I gotta rewatch that whole series and I'm not even done yet.
Bro, that's a Snowfall reference. Anyone who hasn't watched, get on that. Yeah. You're gonna want to watch Snowfall. Wink, wink.
But yeah, I told her to knock that nigga out. So as she had her 2 braids in, I'm like, leave it in a little bit. Let it settle.
Yeah, let it settle.
Frizz.
Vaseline up the edges. Vaseline up the knuckles.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, real soon. She's gonna be here with me in Toronto, which is nuts.
Coco in the flesh.
This is crazy.
In the flesh. This is crazy. This is wild.
You'll have an opportunity to meet her because it's just a one-way, bro. So she'll be here for a minute.
Yeah. Okay. We got some crazy restrictions, but we're not even gonna get into that. But
she's gonna be here for a minute.
That's it.
And this is not forever because
we gonna get out. We gonna be all right. But that's how I'm happy for you, man. I know it's been something in the works for a minute, so I'm glad that she gets to be here.
Bro, it wasn't until yesterday when it finally happened, I was like, okay, how long has it actually been? And I was like 3 months or so.
Wow.
Which is like the longest since we've been together. And if you know, like I've always had this long distance relationship with her since the top of the pandemic, which is crazy. Don't call it a COVID bae because I just don't want to like. I think it's corny to do that. I don't want to call it.
Is it though?
Bae.
Like
it's corny,
but your whole relationship is based around not based around COVID.
It's all happened during it, but I've known her. I knew her before it.
Yeah, but that don't count.
It's not my COVID bae because, like, you know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what? I just don't want to like. You know what pisses me off is that I feel it doesn't piss me off. Nothing pisses me off right now about this thing.
Yeah.
But I think like when I see somebody else being like, "Oh, COVID bae," and they got like the fucking like emojis to go with it with the mask and whatever, and I'm not like I'm not trying to brand myself this like fucking horrible time in this world. Like our relationship has nothing to do. I mean, it does have a lot to do with COVID, but I just don't want to like. I try to minimize the amount of times I say the word COVID.
I hear you. I think that's gonna be our last time. If we say it again, we're taking shots.
COVID counter in the corner.
Yo, that's a really good drinking game, by the way.
Hey, I will never drink if I'm there. I'm very good at not saying it and not bringing it up and talking about it.
That's boring. I do it purposely, like, because I want to drink. But.
The thing is like when we were both in school, we had like a speech class, and I remember like our prof, he said, if you have to bring up the weather, you have nothing to talk about.
Wow.
So ever since then, if I've ever caught alone with somebody and I don't know them, I will not say anything about the weather because I think that's whack.
So what do you say? This is actually good because I'm curious.
I get serious because then you get observant and you start to think of something to actually talk about. Where it's like, what are they wearing? What are they holding? Are they in a rush? You know, am I in a rush? Can I just say something to them about my experience to like disarm them and like engage in a little bit of a banter? So it challenges you to be able to have a better conversation. And guess what? We have conversations once a week in front of a bunch of people. So guess what? That has helped.
Media 101.
Yeah, exactly.
You went to school. Y'all just got a lesson. You don't even know.
Yeah, exactly. So I think like we're going to talk about it. We don't have to say the word COVID after this.
That's it. Okay.
But Dougie Fresh has laid down.
This guy came with the hammer.
Bro, Coco got here literally at the buzzer too.
Right.
Because that shit says like only for work you can travel now.
That's it. It's crazy. It's like, yo, when the man said police can stop you and say, yo, where are you going? Tanayayad. Like, seriously, when the man said that the cops could stop you on the street, card you, basically, this is legal. Carding is like legal for everyone. Like, nah.
Any and everyone, you walking down the street, driving, you can just get stopped.
Yeah, nah.
Bro, I saw last week, so it started to get a little nice. I got my bike, as you guys know.
Hey.
And I've been whipping that. And two hands. I got like a gel seat pad. I got a fucking phone holder. I feel
the phone holder's clutch.
But the phone holder changes the game.
It changes
AirPods
everything.
to the phone holder, and it's all wireless. And like I feel like I'm in the future. Like I feel like a young Shaquille will be looking at this shit like, wow, bro, you made it.
You want something next level?
Tell me.
Bluetooth speaker that attaches to the handlebar. Bro, I got one of those. I just be bro. You don't even know.
You know what I can do? I can get the water bottle holder and put my JBL in that bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But yeah, I was whipping.
Yeah.
And you know my neighborhood. It's like super suburban. If you're just in my neighborhood, like if I was riding a bicycle in my streets, I went to like another like neighboring street or whatever. Tell me how I see two police officers riding bicycles in the neighborhood in the suburbs.
Yep.
I'm like, are you guys fucking serious?
Bro, I hit an entourage of them. I don't even, what do you call them? School? No, that's fish.
A school of cops. School of cops. No, cops are fish. For the yard people, you're going to know that one. For the yard, you're going to remember that one. You know that.
I'm dead. But yo, so I'm on my walk. Like after work, I told you this. I try to do a walk every day after work for at least an hour or whatever. So I'm on my walk and in my neighborhood, in Vern, passing by Malvern Town Center, you already know what it is.
You're
8 of them on bicycles.
That doesn't even sound effective if they're all together.
Right? I'm like, dog,
what are you doing?
What are you doing? And then I'm seeing more like in cruisers and then I'm like, fam, it's not that serious, bro.
That's a branding thing though. They're not even trying to actually work. They're trying to say, yo, we here.
Yeah.
It's not like, yo, we're actually gonna be in the streets that you're probably gonna be in. It's just like, we're here.
Yep.
So just saying.
And I think I told you, maybe I did. This happened in the summer last year. They were on horses, like the big ass like
In
caravana in Vern.
That's fucking weird.
Like, you know, the ones that you see them break out, like if you're downtown and there's like a parade, like caravana parade, and they're trying to break up the crowd. They were going with these massive horses, bro.
Are horses, are cops on horses an effective way to police today? And that's not even a written topic, but it sounds like a great one.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I was shook though. So it might have worked still.
What are you shook for though?
Bro, if you get kicked by one of those
horses, yes, that's gonna actually happen.
Bro, you get kicked by a horse, you're dead. One of them ones, your chest cavity caving in, bro.
Is that called like a horse wheelie when they go like this?
Ooh.
A horse wheelie?
Now I feel like watching Concrete Cowboy.
With my horse?
What is this, Old Town Road? But
no, it's not.
No. Concrete Cowboy. But honestly, bro, like the things, they're massive. They're probably like 6'5"? No, taller than that.
No, but like think about it. When was the last time you heard that there was a police takedown that involved a horse? And if it did, I would imagine it most likely would involve a lasso, which I don't think people are trained to do anymore. So
listen, bro,
I don't think that there's
crazy
takedowns. I think
man.
it's just a symbol. I think it's just a symbol
of what? Racism? Like, didn't they use these things?
I could probably boil anything down to racism at the end of the day, to be honest, at this point.
Because I'm like, why are you in my neighborhood, bro? It's all colored people in my neighborhood. Why are you here? Like on the horses?
Presence.
Freaking crazy, bro.
I just don't
state. Like what?
No, honestly. So we're not allowed at this point to like even play basketball because I've been actually, thank God, taking advantage of going to the courts a little bit. Yep. So I'll ride my bike, I'll shoot the hoops.
I was playing football.
Why did I say shoot the hoops?
I don't know why no one says that. You're old, bro.
I haven't got buckets in a minute.
Jeez. Yeah, I was playing football like with my boy in the field, and like we were getting ready to start doing some drills outside, and like can't even do that now.
You guys are a bunch of yahoos. What are you doing? What are you doing? 10 of your yard.
Damn yahoos. But it's a crazy situation out here, bro.
Yeah. So we're gonna be inside for the next 2 weeks minimum now?
Nah. Well,
they extended it,
so it's like a 6 weeks period.
How deep in the 6 weeks are we now?
We're only 2, so we have another 4.
Are you fucking kidding me? We have a whole other month?
Yeah.
That I technically am not allowed to have somebody in the gazebo.
Yep. You know what has me pissed? This original order was supposed to end on my birthday.
That's why you needed a day off. You knew this was coming.
I was holding out
the day off because of that.
I was holding out hope. I was holding out hope, bro. I was like, even if it's not Toronto.
What day are you? May 16 or something like that?
May 6th.
See, look, I'm close. I know I'm a friend.
You're close. You're your friend.
May 6th. Okay, so we're not even
now we're going to like May 2-4.
Long weekend.
Yo, I don't even know if we'll make it because I feel like people are gonna snap, and I'm actually here for it. We've seen people starting to lose their mind already, and I'm here for it.
It's not fun the way it was the first time around, because the first time around it was cool because I would stay up really late at night because I had nowhere to go, and I at that point was just like, I am not commuting, so I'm just gonna wake up when I wake up.
That's it.
And you're just seeing girls twerking for 2 viewers on IG Live, man's pretending it's quarantine radio, and they're just like in Brampton.
Oh man,
like, yeah. I remember that where people were just like, "Yo, this is what you're showing on social media." I didn't know this was you. Or
right? Demon hours became a thing.
Demon hours was serious.
Ooh. OnlyFans began popping up.
people became stars overnight.
Overnight celebrity. Shout out to Twista and Kanye and that. Damn.
You don't want to see me down to my last. You don't want to see me down to my last.
Oh man.
That's my trap card. If I have nothing, if I have nothing but an internet connection,
that's it, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not even bands to make it dance. It was like freaking Cash App.
Bandwidth to make it dance.
That's it. Bitcoin. Oh man, what a time, bro. We had Tiger King. We had what? We had some reality shows that were out too. We had so much.
I don't want to reminisce too much on them.
That's fair. That's fair.
It was what it was. We had the reminiscing episode where it was the year. We're over it, I think, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I'm ready to broke out. That's all I'm saying.
So, bro, I'm telling you, okay, what do you think about it? And what do you think about people in general doing this? Like, because my problem with a lot of these lockdowns at this point is like common sense seems to be taking a backseat to policy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even talking about if I'm an anti-masker, if I believe that coronavirus is real or not. I'm just saying like there is common sense, which is what that is.
Yeah.
And then there is policy. And in this case, it kind of conflicts with common sense.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. Like, i.e., I'm allowed to go to church with people that I don't know, but I can't go to a park and play basketball by myself.
Yeah. There was one, like, I just have one quick story that happened to me this week. So I went grocery shopping this week, as I do every week. I'm sure many people do. And I went into Dollarama because I felt peckish.
Oh my.
I wanted some candy.
I was so mad. I did the same thing.
Yeah.
Tell me the story.
So I walk into the Dollarama. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try this. I'm going to get some candy. It's pretty cheap. Let's go. So I walk in. I see the sign on the front door that says restricted items. I'm like, huh, okay. Scrolling down. I don't see candy on there. I don't see snacks. I'm like, okay, cool. I get to the aisle. I get my candy. I get in line. A woman in front of me has cookware. She has 2 plates and 2 mugs. The cashier tells her, I can't scan these. They're restricted.
It's an evil world we live in.
Mind you, I live in a neighborhood that is full of immigrants. English is not the first language for many people. So this woman was not understanding. She's like, restricted? What do you mean? Like, why?
Nah, bro, you live in an evil world. That's where you live.
Right? So the cashier is like, I can't sell them, takes them from her, puts them underneath the counter. And the woman's like, so what am I supposed to do? I need cups. And it was this awkward moment where the cashier is like, I don't know what to tell you. I can't sell these to you. So good luck. And you could see the woman who wanted to purchase these just like frustrated, at awe, probably in shock that she can't buy mugs and plates. What is she supposed to eat from? Her hands? What are you drinking with? This is ridiculous.
See, that's the thing. I think
cookware.
So I did the same thing. I went to Dollarama.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, I gotta get like, I was gonna get like snacks and a bunch of random things. I got like some gum.
Yeah.
I got because my girl's coming, so I was getting some additional, what do they call them in the bathroom where you can like
shelves?
Store. Yeah, like stuff inside the actual shower.
Oh, caddy, shower caddy.
Shower caddy. So I got a shower caddy. Need it. It's a necessity to me. Because me by myself, I have stuff on the bottom. So when I step out of the shower, I'm dodging items. This is grown man with grown girl. I can't have her dodging items.
That's bachelor life right there. Would you just,
bro? I've been leveling up so heavy. No, I've been leveling up. Like if she came over this time last year,
this guy's living like
I would
a peasant.
be embarrassed. I'd be so embarrassed.
Oh my gosh!
I just like maybe 2 years ago, like I had TVs in my room, but like just got the shit mounted. You know what I mean? Like
fair.
I got like
but like a shower caddy, bro.
The shower caddy,
from, like university,
bro. I didn't even have a stand to have all my like stuff that I need for my for the bathroom. I had it all like thrown underneath the bottom, and it was like not that big storage at all. Anyways,
yeah,
I had the shower caddy. I had my gum, and I had like I don't know. It was just like things that you could probably eat, I think.
Right.
And dude looks at the shower caddy. He's like, sorry, I can't sell you this, sir. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Why is gum? Why is gum?
Why is gum essential?
And a shower caddy, and in my situation, quite essential.
Yeah.
You know, like the gum is not really doing much for me other than preventing me from ordering Uber Eats at 3 a.m.
Fair. I mean, we're all wearing masks anyway, so you can't smell no one's breath.
Yeah, exactly. So like the shower caddy for me was actually essential because it's preventing me from, and my girl from like slipping as soon as you get out the bathroom or whatever.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go to IKEA again and go and pay for the shower caddy, but of course they had me because they always got that shit for the low. I love IKEA.
Yep.
So that shit's coming right now. But like I just wanted to actually just go and pick it up.
Yeah.
I didn't want to order something.
Yes.
I just can't. I just hate the division of what they've decided to deem as essential versus what is not. And I'm so sorry for the people that are like hating this COVID situation that we've talked about it as much as we did so far. But like we're dealing with it too.
Exactly. Allow us. We missed a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, hopefully this shit ends as soon as the deadline it currently is set at ending May 24 or whatever the fuck.
Trust.
Because I'm about to like show my girl like a very locked down Toronto.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You show her pictures.
Show her pictures? Are you fucking kidding?
Google Earth.
Google Earth. Yeah, word. Because if I go to the CN Tower, let's just say as an example, to just sightseeing.
Boy, didn't pull up.
The Gestapo is gonna be like, "What you doing here, bro?"
Exactly.
This
on
ain't
the
your
horses.
This ain't your zone.
Oh,
your shit says Richmond Hill, zone, go home.
Jeez. Facts.
Like, that's whack.
That's whack.
Where do we want to start after all of this?
Can we go into, because it kind of leads into what we were talking about.
Okay.
With people who've had enough of restrictions and said, yo, we're just going to turn up anyways.
Okay.
We want to talk about these Yahoo construction workers.
Bro, okay. You break the story because you got exclusive video clips that I didn't know that
they started circulating, man. They started circulating. So
the way you framed it, I was like, yo, you know these people?
Oh man,
these your mans?
Yo, crazy ass scenario. One of the biggest developers in this city, in this province, Mattamy homes. The ones who are stopping me from getting a home because, you know, they're just too expensive. But well, anyways.
Let's get a commune together. Me, Ash, Coco.
At Coco, hey, let's go. But anyways, they have a site. I don't know where in the city, but there's a construction site, new development going up. And these construction workers working the site decided to throw a retirement party from one of their homes.
Oh, that's what it was. It was a retirement party?
Retirement party.
Was it the man that was eating the box?
It must have been the man eating the box.
Because that man the whole time was Cookie Monster.
No. So they decided to host a retirement party at the job site with an essential worker, according to 2 Chainz, with a stripper, sex worker. I don't know what's the correct term here.
A lady of the night.
Okay, we'll go with it. Well, it's daytime, so we'll just call her. We'll use a stripper. Mm-hmm. And first off, think about that: retirement party at the job site with the stripper. We're in a lockdown scenario in the province of Ontario. How many red flags are there? That's a lot.
I mean,
there's more. So not only were the guys there and the woman was there doing her thing, there's no PPE in these pictures or video that was taken and then uploaded. Another strike. No safety equipment that should be worn on a construction site. Mm-hmm. And to make it worse, there were sexual acts being performed on this woman. All of these men with no COVID restrictions.
The man was feeling, this is the man in his head the whole time.
Oh my gosh.
I got a taste for you.
Ooh,
girl, you cold. Let me suck out your flu.
Dude, that's how he was feeling.
You could find the video if you don't believe us. This man was going like it was like an all-you-can-eat buffet. Anyways, this is happening at a job site. Keep in mind, guys, this is not a private function. This is on a job site. So of course, some idiot decided to take photos and upload these and upload video, and it made its way around as it does. So all of those mans got fired. All of them got fined. So
for that,
let me tell you the money. Let me tell you the money.
Tell me the money, because then I'm gonna describe like what I saw.
So apparently, allegedly, I have to go allegedly here.
Okay.
Allegedly, each man was. Oh yeah,
but allegedly, but I saw
allegedly,
it.
yeah, allegedly, each worker was fined $50,000.
Huh?
Mattamy Homes, the company that owns the developer, $250,000.
Wait. The government fined Mattamy?
Yes.
I'm so sorry, Mattamy. That's the first time I felt bad for a corporation or a big ass company, maybe, but it's $250K for them is light, because real estate is real estate. So
real estate's real, and
I don't feel bad anymore.
And the others, there's a subcontractor so Mattamy subcontracted the work out to these individuals, right? So that company was another $250K.
So all in all,
that's probably like $1 million worth of fines
for some debauchery,
for some pokes.
So how did this get
random
busted? Like, this was just busted off of like just being shared to the wrong person. I was like,
basically, apparently it happened last week, and then pictures and stuff circulated online, made its way to the media through some whistleblower, and it just blew up today.
Why be the party pooper?
Yay. Why film it? If you're going to do something like this, you got to have like no cameras, no nothing.
So let me go back to like what I saw. What I saw, if you didn't see these videos, was like 6 men, 1 girl.
Ooh.
6 old ass Eastern European men.
Yeah.
1 little thing.
Yeah. She said no chance.
So, and I swear to God, like, she's a stripper, I guess. You're supposed to get tipped.
Yeah.
You know what? I saw a bill in her bra. 1 bill.
1 bill. And a bottle of Ciroc? Or no, they had Grey Goose, sorry.
Grey Goose. I hope her flat rate was lit and worth it. I mean, to her, there's no skin off her back.
Nah.
But this might actually blow up her OnlyFans career if she already had one.
Honestly, I hope she felt safe. That's all. I just hope that she felt safe and comfortable in that scenario.
But like, to me, yeah, it was a bunch of dudes, and like they were all standing on the table. Like, one girl, like the girl was like, they're all in like a line, and she's like kind of being like groped and embraced by a dude in the back, and like, you know,
groped, embraced, and by dude in the front.
Yeah, and then there's just like a bunch of dudes behind the dudes and the dudes, and I was like, what? If I'm the last dude, why am I standing on the table?
That's not fun. I don't want a part of that.
These are my coworkers.
No,
and I just don't understand why. And like I was telling Patrick before the show, like I drink with my coworkers in times that's not COVID. It's very normal for Shaq to have some drinks on a Friday night, especially the ones where we're not recording, and just like be out all fucking night, with my coworkers. But I would never do that. That does not look like fun. The ratio is weird. The ratio is weird. The daylight makes it even weirder. The fact that you're doing it on like inside an unfinished house with a bunch of Splinter opportunities,
right? That's what I mean. Like, there's bare extra, there's nails, there's dry, there's all sort of construction material. Like, it's just a bad look. It's a horrible situation.
It's a perfect situation for Splinter Cellulite, man. That's a bar. I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
Splinter Cellulite. Hey.
Splinter Cellulite. I just
Split media.
This episode. Split what?
Split media.
Ew.
Oh man, can you get like syphilis and like? I feel like there's all.
No, that's not how STDs work. From like having sex on wood.
Yeah, you get like
syphilis. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
You sound like a very old Jamaican man.
I mean,
you get syphilis from having sex on a wood table. You gotta have varnish. You have varnish.
Varnish.
It's good. But no varnish, you get You get sickle cell.
You get a rash. She might have a rash. Oh man, yeah. So that is how people are spending their time during this lockdown period.
Wasn't there something else that was really relating to that?
Oh, our homie Paul Pierce.
Oh yeah. Let's take a trip back to LA. Yo,
the best part of that video to me was, Monica, you should be here. Monica, you can make some money. I don't know if you remember when he shouted out some woman named Monica in that video, but I'm sure everyone has heard the story by now, right?
Tell the story.
So former NBA player and soon to be Hall of Famer, Paul Pierce, was at some sort of party, some gathering in Los Angeles with exotic dancers. Everything dates back to these strippers, I'm finding out. This is interesting. Anyways, so he's at this function and he goes on IG Live and is showing these women twerking. He's showing the booze. He's showing everything happening on his IG.
Okay, if you didn't see it, sorry to cut you off, Patrick. If you didn't see it, this is what he felt like. Like, this was the vibes. Like, that was what was going on. So go ahead, go for it.
Yeah. So, you know, Paul Pierce is there getting his drink on. I can't remember if he had a cigar in his hand, but he was lit. He was having a good
blunt,
time.
not a cigar.
Oh yeah, that's right. He had a blunt. So he goes on IG Live. Girls twerking behind him. Next girl's twerking behind him. She's busting it open. And he's like, hey, you should be here, shouting out everyone.
Like this?
Hey, like this. He's getting lit. But remember, Paul Pierce works for ESPN, also owned by Disney. You think Disney's gonna like that? So that circulated online, and long and behold,
it's lo and behold, my friend.
Thank you. Lo and behold, I had a few of these. I feel like Paul Pierce.
No, it's no longer demon hours. It's Paul Pierce
it's
hours.
Paul Pierce hours. So lo and behold, he gets canned from ESPN.
Yo,
fair or unfair?
Well, they have
listen to Draymond. This is what Draymond said.
Chasing that farewell tour. They don't love you like that. By 17, by 46.
You ain't Kobe.
Oh man, like,
bro, legendary move, boss move, or just stupid?
Okay, this is the context as a, like, you're Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
I relate Paul Pierce's like broadcast career to somebody who is struggling in whatever job that they have, and they are just making it off of pure nepotism. And the company / his boss / whoever, all they need is a reason. So Paul Pierce, we know, sucks at any kind of analysis.
Yes.
Horrible analysis. It is extremely biased. He hates on LeBron just strictly out of, I used to play him and fuck LeBron.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have a veil of like actually like any kind of in-depth analysis. He doesn't have any thought to anything he says besides like, this is just how I feel. Sorry.
And he just hates on all the young players.
So ESPN saying, fuck you, you out, have a good life.
Yeah.
To me, he wasn't good at his job. So I like, but here's like, let's just be a little fair. Was it fair to get fired for being a man who is in a situation with, it's not like he was these Mattamy employees violating COVID laws, because you can do whatever the fuck you want over there.
Well, can you? Because when I don't know what's in his contract, but if you are a media personality.
Oh, true. Nice. Go for it.
You might always be on the clock, quote unquote. You know what I mean? Like you
true.
are representing ESPN at kind of at all times.
Yeah. So I think in that case, which is probably likely because I forgot that like when you're talent,
yes,
you're basically hired to always, especially when anything you do is public facing, represent the company that pays you salary.
Mm-hmm.
So if you decide to go on Instagram Live and talk shit to other people and say like, yo, LeBron sucks. Yeah, your takes are trash, but you're also representing ESPN.
Yeah.
If you end up going on a podcast and you're giving your takes and you're just Paul Pierce, you're still representing ESPN. So when you're on IG Live broadcasting to just a few hundred, I think it was like a couple hundred people, to be honest, which is hilarious.
Yeah, that's all he could get.
A couple hundred people, he's wasted as fuck. We can tell he's wasted. We know he's high because he's smoking a blunt.
Yeah.
And he's got a bunch of strippers and he's like doing that thing that like whack drunk dudes do when they like see a girl comment on something or whatever and they're just like, yo, come through.
Yeah. You should be here. Come through.
Come dance. Like it's embarrassing.
It is.
From all of that.
I felt super embarrassed for the guy, but it's also hella funny.
It's hilarious. So like I was hearing stuff where like some of these like adult entertainment companies was like pitching that he hosts like some kind of sports show that has to do, or a basketball show that has to do with strippers or adult entertainment around him or whatever.
Okay.
Cool.
I mean,
Paul Pierce's takes are trash.
He
like
sucks. Exactly.
What would take me to look at something like that?
Yeah.
And of course I'm a heterosexual male that would enjoy some of the livery. But you would have to have somebody who's actually entertaining or actually smart at their job. So I'll say like Charles Barkley, who I'd say is pure entertainment more so than his analysis. Yeah. I would watch Charles Barkley on a basketball show with like some live entertainment. I would watch that.
Oh yeah.
I will not watch Paul Pierce.
No. So yeah, he fumbled that bag and it was bad. It was like the best thing to see. A train wreck happening.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Whatever, man. I don't have no love for Paul Pierce. I don't love him like that.
Nah. Public enemy number one, bro.
That's his own fault, basically.
Facts.
So where do I want to go? Let's start with. Do you want to start with a coon or a white boy?
What's the difference? Let's go with Coon.
Coon for 100.
Yeah.
Hubert Davis.
I was like, here we go, Jeopardy.
Hubert Davis, basically new coach of North Carolina, had a press conference and he was talking about how important it is for him, just especially being a black man. And he's just talking about the percentages of how few African-American black head coaches exist in the NCAA. And then he just goes off the cuff and just like takes a wrong turn. He just takes a very, very wrong turn, I'll say. And then I'll just let him speak for himself.
Yeah, let's hear it.
It is significant, Steve. It's significant that I'm African-American and I'm the head coach here. It's significant. I know that in terms of Division I head coaches all around the country, only 26% of the head coaches for Division I men's basketball are compromised by minorities, specifically African Americans. I know that it is significant that I'm the fourth African American head coach in any sport in the history of the University of North Carolina. I'm very proud to be African American, but I'm also very proud that my wife is white.
Huh?
And I'm very proud that my 3 beautiful, unbelievable kids are a combination of both of us.
Huh? What?
Divulge.
What? Bro, when I heard this for the first time, I was like, wait, what? Well, I did not see that left turn coming.
I know, because I saw the caption. I was like, okay, where does this go weird? And then he's like, yeah, I'm a black man. I'm African American. And there's only 26%. I'm like, yeah, this is crazy. Good for you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm proud that I'm black. I'm like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm proud that my wife is white. I'm like, huh?
Huh?
and I'm proud that my kids are a combination of both of us. I'm like, so are you supposed to be the bridge to both races? Is that what you're trying to say? Like,
right? What? That was not needed, bro. That comment, like, am I supposed to feel happy for you? Like, what? I don't need. I was so confused.
You're supposed to feel optimistic for the human race as he is now blending the blacks and the whites together, and his gene pool of both sides is going to take racism. Ending racism.
Nice.
You know, one head coaching job at a time.
Nice. Oh man.
I think what I want to be clear is, like, you love who you love, great.
Yeah.
And I'm not against loving people and biracial, what do they call them? Biracial relationships. Interracial. Yeah, that's the one. I'm not shitting on that, but like, in the context of what you're talking about, where you're saying I'm proud to be one of the very few black head coaches in the NCAA, and then out of nowhere to say I'm proud that I got a white wife, is like, what the fuck is wrong with you? This is not what this is about at all. Like, maybe I'm missing the question. Maybe the question was like, are you proud to be an African American coach, and are you proud that you also have a white wife? Because I think that's a weird question. And if that's a weird question, I'm gonna give you a weird answer. But I don't think that was the question.
Nah, it was so strange because it reminded me of like back in like before our time, but like we've read about these times, we were taught about these times where, you know, it was aspirational for a black man to end up with a white woman.
Yeah,
that was, you know what I mean? I'm like, is that what he was talking about? Like, is he trying to say,
nigga, we made it? Is that what he's trying to say?
You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, we've come so far from that. Like, I was so confused by this statement.
I think, like, if that's what it is, like, super whack. I don't know. I just don't understand him. I don't understand the reason why he said that. I don't understand why it was relevant to bring up.
Yeah.
He even went down to saying, like, he's proud that his kids are a combination of the both of them, which to me is saying, like, I am proud that I am it sounds like he's trying to say I'm proud to be an usher into the new world of everybody being one.
Guess.
Kumbaya.
Cool. Like, again, interracial relationships are beautiful. It's like, I don't even think that needs to be said anymore, you know, but yeah, it was a weird take, man.
Like, it's not like, I don't know. Maybe if this was like 1950.
Ooh.
And he was the head coach of North Carolina out of no fucking where.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
That would make no sense. Exactly. Especially North Carolina. Yeah. No.
Yeah. And then I'm sure they would literally specifically be shitting on him for having a white wife.
Oh, yeah.
And at that point, it maybe makes sense to bring that up in the press conference.
That's what I mean. Yeah. But no, we're in 2021, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know. Can we get to our guy?
White Boy Summer?
Yeah.
Hey, okay, Chet Hanks got to learn to read the room.
Yeah, this was not the week, bro.
He's been trying to, like, force his rollout on us. White Boy Summer. He's got branding.
Yeah.
For some reason, his branding looks mad racist. And, like, who gives a fuck about White Boy Summer? It's not the time to say anything as a white boy anything. It just comes off as, ugh. Who wants anything to be white boy anything?
The song's kind of hard, though, bro.
Oh, is it? All right, let's see. I didn't listen to it. You tell me. Why would I listen to it? Don't disrespect me like that. No, it was cute when he had one line, and then it just was like something different when he just kept going.
Yeah.
Hot boy, white boy summer. Got your favorite Instagram, DM in her number. Hit the strip club of Mike Thunder. She let me beat it. I'm a white boy wonder.
Oh, I need people to see your face. I need people to see your face when you watch this. Yeah. It's like Jack Harlow. It's like the Food Basics version of Jack Harlow. Like, it's bad.
Hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Before I even say anything about race.
It's just not. No, it's not good. It's not good.
It's not a good song.
No.
super mid. Like that's something that's like, oh, sick. That's when you're a rapper that's starting out and you're like, yo, give me something that like I want some West Coasty. I want to feel like it's
yeah.
Give me a mustard type beat.
Yeah. Like if you and I put that out, like if I let off the pod and I was rapping and I dropped that, you're like, okay.
Good for him.
Yeah. But nah, not Chet. Bro, how do you think Tom Hanks feels, man? Because Tom Hanks is a legend in the game, bro.
Is Tom Hanks on IG?
I don't even know. He must be.
Because I'm curious, like, if he like disowns him and like just pretends like he doesn't exist. He's like Happy Family, and it's like him, the other one that's like a great actor.
Yes.
And like his wife.
Yeah. That must be it, man. Maybe that's why. Maybe Chet just wants to be loved. Maybe he just wants to be included in the family.
So on Tom Hanks's Instagram, I've been, what am I? I'm like at least 40 pictures deep.
Damn, no Chet.
No Chet at. Oh, it's like him, his wife, his friends.
Yep.
If I see a picture of his like the actor kid, that's hilarious.
There's a bunch of them that act too. I think there's maybe two.
There's more?
I think so. Or they're like directors or writers.
Oh my God, his Instagram is like a bad dad Instagram account. He's got like blurry photos.
It's Tom Hanks. What do you expect, man?
Got like photos of like, he's got a photo of socks on pavement.
Wait, what?
No, I'm telling you, it's a really bad Instagram account. There's no photos of any of his kids on here. So
all right, that's fair. That's fair. Maybe that's it. Maybe Chet just wants to be claimed. You know, people wild out, they act out because they don't feel claimed. He wants to be claimed on social media by his dad.
No.
Okay. All right.
No,
I tried.
No, I just don't really give a fuck about anything to do with Chet Hanks. Like he's just an annoyance. He's a nuisance. He doesn't like. He's a menace.
And what is White Boy Summer? Like, no.
What does it mean? Yeah.
What does it mean?
I would love to have a chat with him and be like, okay, explain to me what White Boy Summer is. Like, break it down. Like, I've never heard of what you guys do, but it's summertime, and tell me what this summer looks like when it's ran by white boys.
Right.
Because to me, it just sounds like I'm imagining like any like an American Pie movie.
Yeah. Summer. Yeah. A lot of Stiflers.
So like disgusting debauchery.
There's a lot of it's like Jackass. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm picturing.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm completely cool on it.
I'm good.
Did you, speaking of like dudes being up, down, whatever, let's talk about the city boys, white boys, whatever.
Hey.
We're going back to the city boys as a whole, and this is actually another white boy.
Okay.
But the Bachelor star Colton Underwood comes out as gay. And if you're not familiar with The Bachelor, it's a show where basically it's one dude, mad girls, women, and they're all competing more or less
for his love.
And he sat there for weeks. I don't know how long the show goes, but I'm assuming at least bare minimum weeks.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure he kissed a few of them, told maybe a couple less than that he loves them. And at the end of it, decided to be with somebody, and I'm sure it didn't work out, and now it's come out as gay. Are the city boys up off after this?
Wait, what? How?
I don't know. Somebody said just,
Someone said city boys are up?
Because he made women fight for them knowing he doesn't even like them.
I mean, that is
some men just want to see the world burn.
That is a good strategy. No, but that's a weird situation because I don't even think he was a current or like recent. I think like this is a few years ago.
So he figured it out?
Yeah,
later?
I think he found himself later.
Or came with the strength or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's wild to me, bro. It's kind of wild. Remember, I know, to go back to a dating show that was out last year on Netflix, Too Hot to Handle, I think it was. Or no, not Too Hot to... the other one.
Love is Blind?
Love is Blind. And there was a similar situation where a dude on there.
Oh my God! Yeah, he had bi experiences.
He was bi experiences,
like
or he might have still been bi. I'm not sure.
He was
bi. Yeah. And he got engaged. Like he told this woman he loved her. They're engaged. They're on their, like the date that they have, and then he tells her that he's bisexual after all this, and that he's been with men after all this time. I feel like this is stuff you got to disclose like up front. No.
I think there's two. I don't know. Maybe. And okay, this is only why I say it, because like if you're hetero, right?
Yeah.
You meet somebody, you fall in love, you're with them. You don't say, okay, I've had sex with 20 people. These are my people. You don't do that, right?
Right.
But to some degree, I think that like if you've had experiences and that wasn't for you, I think that's one thing where maybe you can just like, that's just, it was what it was. And I'm not going to like bring that into my relationship because it's not even who I am. Like you can, if you want to, I think it's optional. I think those ones. But if I know that I'm bi and like, you just so happen to be a woman and now I'm pursuing you.
Yeah.
Then I think I should disclose that I'm bi, like because
I think so.
Your woman's gonna say stuff like, "Oh, he's so hot," and then what do you like? I think it's fair so that you guys can be on the same page. Where it's just like when you say something, like you can have like I don't know. It's just weird to me that if my girl were to say something like, "Oh, I like Tom, I love me some Tom Hardy," and I was bi, and I'd be like. And
me
I don't
too.
know, maybe, yeah, exactly. Or like, oh yeah, maybe, yeah, I can see why you would say that versus like if I actually was attracted to him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. So I'm gonna say City Boys are not up. I'm gonna retract my statement. City Boys are not up.
Upon further review,
yeah,
City Boys are down 2 yards.
No basket. No. Yeah.
Okay, fine. That's fair. I just thought that there was a potential for it, but whatever.
Nah, I don't. Scammers.
So I have our homie Kevin Samuels.
More Kevin Samuels, eh?
He linked up with Joe on his pod, which I think like we can talk about that after because I think that's just like a great conversation to revisit and build off of, especially from our episode with Marlon and Alan.
Yeah.
But going back to Kevin Samuels, he goes off on an OnlyFans worker, apparently. And I didn't see this clip, so we're going to watch this together for the first time. After she said that men have no place in telling women how to make money. Let's just see if he was right or wrong, because I know he can be typically harsh, but he's often right. So let's just see where he lands here, because I don't agree with everything he said. Disclaimer. So I don't know what I'm about to hear.
Okay.
Towards me is towards women, because men have no place at all to say how women should and shouldn't.
We have every place. We built the goddamn world you live in.
No, you didn't.
I'm gonna say the platform you're on is built by men.
I'm gonna say
nobody made this about men or women.
Do not get paid unless I sit here. So
this is what tends to happen when whether it's OnlyFans, TikTok, Instagram. And when women can't handle it, they leave. This is the point. This is about business. Business isn't offensive, but when people in their lack of knowledge gets exposed, they get offended. They call themselves experts and business owners and everything else. You're online strippers. Would make a little bit of money. Congratulations. I'm good with escorts. I'm good with strippers. But when someone like Hafiz or myself tries to sit down and talk to you about your level of ignorance, you're offended. Your ignorance is what offends you. And it's offensive to me that you're going to try to make this about men and sexism.
Offended. And
this is what the world has done. It's got little pampered princesses who can get online, make some money, and think that they're on the same level as men who built this world, and they are not. That's what you just saw them leave, because they can't go get onto Wall Street, Main Street, anywhere, into a bank, into anybody's business to be taken seriously with their so-called business plan or their go-to-market strategy. You're taking what the world has given you, your creator has given you, and you put it online. Thank men for building the internet, the computers, the smartphone, and everything else that allows you to sit up in your luxury apartment and get paid for showing your feet. We did that. You didn't. because we have the business of building the world. We can't fucking walk off like babies because it happened. I didn't like it. See, Atlas can't shrug. If we shrugged, you would die. That's what happens every time one of you little crybabies gets called out here on the platform you came to get attention you asked for. When you get more smoke than you're willing to handle, you want to cry and stomp off. Well, kick rocks. And guess what? There'll be a new one tomorrow, because neither one of y'all on the panel can honestly say that you are bringing something to the market that ain't 15 other chicas down on the street bring. None. So when we sit here and try to have a conversation with you and tell you, guess what? Whether you're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever, every new influencer, every new person thinks just because they have the dope content, they've got the fucking key. They've discovered fire. They've invented the wheel. And there's more that goes into it than just turning on a camera and saying, hi, I'm on YouTube. Hi, I'm on Facebook. Hi, I'm on Only. Because planning, it takes work. It takes strategy. It takes business knowledge. It takes collaboration. It takes a lot of things that you obviously don't have. And that's why you're upset, because at the end of the day, you know you don't have them, and you don't have the patience, the intelligence, even the patience, the intelligence, even the resources to sit down and just listen. So carry your cell phone, and when OnlyFans stops, Subway will be hiring.
Okay, a lot to unpack there. Holy fuck. Okay, so the girls, basically, if you didn't see that, the girls walked away shortly after he started saying what he was saying. I think, like, he has a lot of points, and I think it only became a sex conversation. And of course, I'm only speaking out of the fact that I've seen his content. So similar to like a Joe Rogan, he just says it how it is, and I'm not sure if some of it is for shock value, but like he is just being straight up, and he's not gonna go out there and attack people, but he will put you down if he feels like you need to be put down into your place where you actually, where he feels that you belong. So in this situation, I think with what he was saying, it's not necessarily, I'm not seeing it as a men-women thing. I'm seeing it as a people that like to, like, similar to what he's saying, girls that go on OnlyFans, and it's not just people that go on OnlyFans. There's all types of professionals that do this shit. For sure. So it's like, oh, I'm on OnlyFans, so I'm an entrepreneur. I got things going, blah, blah, blah. But realistically, you're just making your money in different ways that you're showing off your assets, which is like great and all the power to you. But you're not on the same level as an entrepreneur that built what OnlyFans actually is. Right. I'm not sure if this is a man-built platform or whatever you want to say, because I'm not even going to get into that conversation. Yeah. But somebody who is making a lot of money on OnlyFans is not the same level as of entrepreneur as the person that created OnlyFans, and that is a fact.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Where I'll say he went wrong is like when it became like men created this and like, yeah.
I think he was digging at her. I think I don't know if he does that for shock value. Maybe he's just doing that because he's like, you know what? I'm gonna get you mad. So the reaction is gonna dictate how great this content goes. Fair. And she stormed off.
He got what he wanted.
And like her storming off, and like I will say, in arguments that I've had where there's been two completely different opinions in the room, when the person storms off, to me, they don't really have much. They don't have much. So they're going to be frustrated. And instead of looking dumb, they're going to walk out and look dumb by just cutting the convo short. Yeah. So I'm not even saying that she was all the way wrong. I just wish she had some more points.
That's
other
it.
than like men versus women.
Yeah, you got to come back with something else, because to his point though, and I agree with that one area that you were talking about where it's not the same. You go on being an influencer or you do this and it's not the same as the person who started the company from scratch or who is is out there on Wall Street or wherever bank financial area. It's not the same level of entrepreneurship. There's levels to this. It's different.
Bro, there is. And I can tell you straight up off of my own experience, there's different levels, and I've been at a couple different levels of it. And I'll say, when I just started doing the influencer stuff back years ago, that was a completely different level because I was just hoping to get plucked. Yep. versus now the level of entrepreneurship involved. I'm not even thinking about myself first. So the moves that I'm making are completely different, and it's way hard. It's like there's way more strategy involved versus like me just saying I'm me doing me. Here's me showing you that this is me.
Yeah.
Now it's just like I got to think a little bit harder about this because I'm building a network or a platform or an ecosystem.
That's it.
I'm not just building me, and that's the difference between being somebody that is making a shit ton of money off of a platform that somebody's created for you to be empowered and become an entrepreneur.
Yep.
You know, you're completely different from the person that said, you know what, I'm going to be an entrepreneur and I'm going to create a situation where a lot of people will benefit off of this, but I will benefit off of all of those people.
Exactly.
That's a very different
level. That's a different level. And I think that's his main point, right? But when he talks about like it being men created this world and you're just living in a man's world, like, come on, bro. You can't.
Is that the shock jock in him, or is that him digging at the girl? What do you think? Which one? Because I think it's one of those two. There's no other scenarios for me. Because I don't truly think that he believes that 100% that it's only men running shit. Maybe he does. I don't know.
That's the thing. I don't know enough about him.
Never mind.
I don't know.
From what I've seen, yeah.
He might actually believe that, and that's the problem. Like, bro, we've seen that men are nothing without women, man, and vice versa. Like the two need each other.
Bro, I'd say probably for 3 months, fam.
You know what I mean? Like we need each other, and probably more so men. We need women, but you know, it's just like I just can't stand by that statement. Because that's wild to me. That's wild to me. I don't know how I feel about this guy because he says some outrageous things, but then he hits you with points. You're like, I kind of agree with some of. Oh, I hate that.
Some people are like that. Like, look at the Joker.
I know. I mean, I think everyone's like that. Not everyone's not. There are some truly evil, sadistic people in this world, but like at the same time, you know, there are polarizing figures for a reason because
look at
are going to agree.
Look, Chris Guy, the Toronto Joker.
Yeah.
You know, he's crazy, but like sometimes you'd be like, I learned something today. I guess.
Yeah.
Well, fuck you. You're a little. I don't like your approach, but
exactly. And that's why I don't believe in absolutes. Like, to be honest with you, because
you can't. I don't think
not a human beings. We're all flawed. So I don't think that there can ever be someone who is or be all the way like left, all the way right.
Oh, and we're never like we never stay the same.
No.
Us last year was different. The dynamic of our conversations were different. I might have to like late tonight when I smoked that 2 a.m. blunt. I might have to go back to episode 5 and just see how we were sounding. Not even 5. I want to go to like when we were good. Maybe I'll go to like 30.
30.
Like I guarantee you, the conversations were different.
100%.
The way in which we were speaking was different. And that's why I love podcasting. Because to me, it's like it's a time capsule. I can always just go back and see what was going on, like whatever.
100%.
But there's no constants. I don't think that there's absolutes. I believe you. I agree completely.
Yeah, and like I think about this a lot. I've been thinking about this a lot actually because of like. I think we just came off a year where, we had an election in the States where there's talks that there could be election here in Canada this year. And it makes me think that like, I can never say that I am 100% liberal or I'm 100% conservative or NDP because I'm not. Like, I'm going to agree with some things on the conservative side. I'm going to agree with some things on a liberal side. I might agree with some things on an NDP. It just, no one party, no one ideology, I think, is supreme.
No, and as long as we're mostly Republican, that's what just matters.
Exactly.
Somebody was nodding before too. You were ready to nod before I even said anything. You're like, yeah. No.
What did Jordan say? Republicans buy sneakers too?
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
It's planning. It takes work.
Shut up, Kevin Samuels. I think I've been going off of the clips for a minute. Let's just go to our docket for a second because
I
feel like I forget some big things usually, and there's something that I know I wanted to. Oh!
Let's go.
Okay. Innovation versus invention.
I feel like this kind of comes off of what we were just talking about.
So I was talking to my brother about this, and he thinks, well, not that he thinks, I'm not sure what his views are on this, but there's a train of thought that says that there's no such thing as invention anymore. I'm not sure if it's anymore, but there's no such thing as invention.
Gotcha.
It's always innovation. So when somebody said, like, I don't know, the person who invented fire, there's an argument that says that was just an innovation based off of what was already there. So it's not necessarily an invention. Do you think that's true? Let's bring this to like music. Okay. Let's make, because this it can get really.
I know big. we could go. We might need for this one.
So we'll go to music. When it comes to music, people are always, especially hip hop, people are very like, yo, I invented this sound. I created this flow.
Oh, don't get me fired up.
I'm
wearing a shirt that says music is my life. Don't get me fired up right now, bro.
So, Mr. Music is your life. Is there such thing, especially in 2021, is there such thing as invention, or is everything completely innovation?
I'm on the side of innovation here, bro, because especially if we stick to the music, we stick to hip hop music. Hip hop wasn't necessarily invented. It was innovated off of sounds of other genres, specifically the DJs in New York scratching on dancehall tracks, scratching on soul tracks, scratching on jazz and R&B songs. That's really the essence of it. Is that an invention? I don't think so. I think that's more innovative.
That's definitely innovative.
Right? And so if you think of hip hop, take it all throughout the history,
it can't be an invention.
It can't be an invention. And everyone's sampling, like the hip hop's all about samples. You're not stealing, you're borrowing from people who came before you, from things that you liked, and you flip it. You innovate off of what was before and turn it into something else.
What about the storytelling aspect? So we get the flow, we get the melody, we get the sound. But in terms of stories that we're hearing, is there such thing as this being something that we've never heard before?
Nah, bro. My dad likes to tell me there's nothing new under the sun. And I think it's true. I think it's true, man, because maybe elements of things have tweaked, but the stories, the struggles, the ups, the downs, these have always been here. It's just the experience changes, obviously, right? But the essence of the story, it's the same.
So Waka Flocka's Rooster in My Rari is not an invention.
I knew you were going to go to this.
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out.
Go for it.
Listen, so based off of everything we just said, forget even just what Waka's flow is, and we already had mentioned at the top of the pod that DMX was definitely an inspiration among many for Waka. So Waka's song Rooster in My Rari, if you guys know it, great. If you don't, you don't even have to look at it, but I'll tell you that it's just about him getting a blowjob in his Ferrari. That's just the premise of the song. Is the song an innovation based on the fact that it's a way that he took the sound, the story or the situation of getting head in a Rari and said, you know what? I'm going to turn this moment into a song, similarly to how people take moments like NBA moments and NBA Top Shot into NFTs. Innovation or invention?
It's such a stretch. It's such a stretch. Oh, because even NFTs are not inventions.
Exactly.
It's innovation off of what existed prior. Yeah. Damn.
So is Rooster in My Rari just an innovation?
I think it's just an innovation, man.
Have you heard a song that you can think of? I'll give you like 10 seconds, can you think of a song that was like an invention, like something brand new that you've never heard before? Because like even down to like Bruno Mars and
Anderson .Paak. No, we've heard that sound.
Pure innovation. Like that sound is from the 70s.
Exactly. We've heard that sound. There's got to be something, but now that you put me on the spot, I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, does Lil Uzi count? But no, because he's Future's kid.
Okay, what about Young Thug?
Future's kid.
There's a little bit of Lil Wayne in there too.
And Wayne's kid.
Huh. So
keep going.
I know. I'm trying to think. There is none.
Jack Harlow, every black rapper that ever existed.
Okay, hold on. Eminem
was like, I honestly feel like he's rock influenced more than he would ever admit.
No, you're right.
He will never admit it, but like that shit is like punk as fuck.
I don't know if he would never, because he definitely has messed around with rock.
I'm only saying that because I've never heard him speak about rock music and the intertwined aspect of what he talks about in his content.
You're right.
It sounds like a punk song to me.
Yeah.
A lot of like Stan, that's punk to me.
Yeah. Man. Damn.
Maybe like even Dr. Dre when he started like
because everything was that
was an innovation.
Samples and like
Kanye,
he can't even say Kanye. Kanye is it's all innovation.
I think we leave it there. Let people think about it, because I would love if somebody would be like, yo, actually,
Drake.
Yeah,
exactly. I want to have this discussion in our comments. Because maybe there is no such thing as invention.
Maybe. I think we can wrap here. I just want to, before we start going and signing off, I want to shout out homie Toby, who just joined us on the pod and helping out, which is going to be great with the biz dev stuff. We also have the homie Gracie that you haven't even met yet, but we'll chat through. She's listening to us from Australia, which is lit.
Down under.
Down under. No, she'll relate. So just happy that we'll have some extra hands. We got some great things, as we mentioned a couple weeks ago, that are on the go. So I'm just excited to see that shit come to life.
I know. There's some big things coming, and like just excited to the collaborators that we have, the creatives that we're partnering with. Oh man, it's beautiful. This is what we always wanted. This is what we wanted to do, was innovate in this space and just transform it. So can't wait.
Come on, what a time.
The world general speaking.
You already know what it is. Patrick Dennis Jr., Instagram, Twitter, wherever. I'm everywhere. Find me.
Mm-hmm. Shop like Shaq. You.
You can find me on everything just like that. And I'm hoping that Patrick hops on this freestyle.
This guy put me on the spot. Man.
I could try again if you need me to go on Pop Smoke Flow.
Hey. 1 + 2 = 2 and 2 and 4. I'm cussing, I'm breaking down the door. Police are at the door, and I'm knocking the door. I don't know what to say, all around is door 2 and 4.
Flow is very reminiscent of Sticks.
That's a Scarborough thing. No, that's not the real one. I'm coming with the real one just now.
You better write your raps down.
I need a ghostwriter.
No, a couple. Not to hire corduroy.
Jeez, honestly.